Hello, moms. Your nurse here, Nurse Eunice. And today I would want us to discuss about Nuchal Cord. It's out of a concern about a mom who wants about the Nuchal Cord. Akasema ati we nurses huwa tunawashtua sana when it comes to the issue of Nuchal Cord. Let me put it clear this way so that everybody can understand what is Nuchal Cord. Nuchal cord, it's a cord around the neck. It's when the umbilicus cord of the baby turns itself around the neck of the fetus. And this, we normally find it through the scans. And somehow it becomes a bit scaring. It sounds a bit dangerous to the baby. But what I would want to say is that Nuchal cord still, it's not an indication that you must do your CS, because most of the moms, they are like, now should I go for the CS because of this? I would say that it is not an indication as long as the cord is loose. It is loosely hanging around the neck. But when it is tight, for that one, we don't advocate. And as a nurse, I cannot advise you to do normal delivery because you might end up losing the baby, or else you may end up having what we call fetal distress, fetal birth asphyxia. And birth asphyxia is the one that leads to these special babies. At the end of the day, we say that the baby has got CP, that is cerebral palsy. And moms, that is a condition that no mom would want. No nurse would want a mom to go home with a baby with such a condition, because we know what follows after that. It becomes a very hectic and very tiresome and time-consuming journey when you are bringing that baby. So it's always important. If you're told that the cord is tight around the neck, please even don't argue. For the safety of your baby, tell the nurse you're okay, do a cesarean section, and ensure you'll have your baby safe, born safe with no complications. Number 2, when the cord is loose around the neck, that one, there is a chance for you doing normal delivery, as long as you are dilating well, as long as tunasemaga mtoto anashuka, there is a good descent for your baby. The nurse will still encourage you to continue with the labor until the baby is born. So when it comes to the receiving of the baby, there is what we normally do, nurses. We normally say we slip out the cord around the neck. But what we normally do it is with a bit tight kidogo, we cut, then the baby gets out. But if the cord is loose, the nurse is monitoring your labor, the baby does not descend, meaning mtoto hashuki. What does that one tell you? It tells you that probably that cord is short. And that's why the baby is not having room. It's not allowing the baby to descend, to come down. You might be opening, yes, what I say, dilating. Nasa nakupima, ulikuwa 2, uko 4, uko 6, you are 8, you are almost fully, but the baby is not coming down. That one tells you that the cord is tight. It is short. It will not be necessarily tight, it is short. So when the cord is short, somehow it's also a bit risky. So maybe the nurse will conclude that since mtoto hashuki, let's rush to theater and have your baby born safely. Number 3, if you are told that the cord is loosely hanging around the neck, especially when you are on your second trimester, that one I normally tell my clients, there is a very big chance, around 80%, the cord will come out as the time moves on, because this baby is the one who is putting that cord around the neck. When the baby is moving, tunasemaga mtoto akicheza ndiye anajifunga hiyo cord, na still akicheza ndiye ataitoa. During the second trimester, the baby is not too big, so there is a big room in the uterus. Mtoi ako na room ya kuchezea, that's why anajifunga na hiyo cord. And bado ako na chance ya kujitoa because bado ako na time na ako na space. So most of the times during the second trimester, by the time unaingia the third trimester, hiyo cord hutoka. So what we normally advise is ensure you monitor the fetal kicks of the baby, ensure una monitor the movements of the baby. Maybe unless you feel that the movement is reduced, mtoto wako hachezi venye alikuwa anacheza, maybe you can get worried at that time. You go to the hospital, do a scan. If the cord is tightening, now that's another case. But if it is still loose na mtoto anacheza, you continue with your journey. And probably by the time unaingia third trimester, kama itakuwa imetoka, well and good. Kama haitakuwa imetoka, itakuwa loose, there's still a chance to do normal delivery. Kakijikaza, let's have that baby born safely through cesarean section. So moms, okay, it's a worrying scenario, but it's not. It does not mean the outcome will be the worst. No, 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 no. As long as you're going to your clinics, as long as you're monitoring using the ultrasound, I'm sure the outcome will be good. And it's always good to choose the safest. As much as we fear yes, moms, it is also good to choose the safest mode of delivery for the sake of your baby, to ensure that your baby is well after birth with no complications.